Today I want to talk about something a little different. Over the last few years, I've met a lot of people who dream of moving abroad. Some are scared, some are excited, some are confused, but all of them ask the same question: what's it really like? So today I thought about sharing a few things I wish someone had told me before moving to a different country. Shall we get started? So, one of the first things you might experience when moving abroad is the honeymoon phase. During this phase, you will fall in love with the new country you're at. Everything will be fresh and exciting. Cafes, streets, people, everything will attract you immediately. You will basically be falling in love with the new country. But after some time, reality starts to kick in. Everyday activities become complicated because you need to adapt to a new country, a new system, and even a new language. All good, all good. Thank you. You'll feel exhausted. This is something that nobody told me before migrating, and the reality is that during the first months or even few years living in a new country, you'll feel exhausted all the time. This happens because as you're adapting to a new country, new rules and new procedures, you will find that you have to relearn everything again. And this can be very, very exhausting. And another reason why you might feel exhausted at first is because you might be learning a new language. Learning new languages usually takes a lot of mental effort, and if the country you're at has a complicated or new language for you, you'll have to adapt to that at first. For me, that was the case with Lithuanian language. Nowadays, luckily, I am able to live fully in Lithuanian, but at first I still remember how hard it was for me and how tired I felt every day. By the way, if you want to know how I learned Lithuanian, then go click on this video where you'll see how did I learn it. Luckily, this only gets better. As time passes, you will keep adapting and you start to feel normal again. So don't give up and keep trying. After some time, things become easier. You'll have your supermarket, your walking trail, your cafe, your restaurant. Things become normal. But strangely enough, something feels off. Even if you now speak the language and understand the culture better, you still miss jokes, references, and little cultural things simply because you didn't grow up there. In a way, it's kind of nice because you'll always be different and stand out, but at the same time, you might feel a little out of place. One thing I wasn't expecting is how unstable life starts feeling. When you're in the place you've always been, the future feels more predictable. But when you move abroad, everything becomes for now. You don't know where you'll be in 6 months or even in a few years. And at least for me, this also changed how I look at relationships. But one thing I learned is this: don't let anybody pressure you into making decisions you're not ready to make. At the end of the day, you are the one that decides what's best for your life. So I came back home for this one because outside is quite hot, and the next thing that I wanted to mention that you should keep in mind before you migrate is that most probably traveling will become part of your yearly routine, because visiting friends and family and close ones will require you to travel. But at the same time, distance will become normal, just part of your life. It won't be that scary anymore, and I think that's a good thing. And also, another nice thing is that the time you spend with the people you care about will become more important and you will appreciate it even more. So I would say that this is not a bad thing after all. And now I'm gonna chill a little bit at home, and then I'm gonna continue in the park, hopefully when the sun is going down, so maybe we can get some really nice and beautiful shots. And yeah, we'll continue in the park. The last thing that I want to mention about migration is that once you migrate, you will never be the same as you were before. It is said that your mind is as big as your eyes can see. And once you experience new cultures, new peoples, and new countries, you will change forever. And then when you go back home, something new will happen. You won't feel at home. And so you will ask yourself, okay, where is home? And this is the thing that shocked me the most. Sometimes I feel that I belong both to Argentina and Lithuania, but sometimes I feel that I don't belong to neither of them. Not everybody will understand this feeling, and that's okay. You will also have memories, stories, experiences that nobody can take away, and you'll become a completely different person from the one who left home. So, in conclusion, if you want to migrate, go for it, even if it seems scary or hard or complicated. Really is one of the best decisions you will ever make, because you will experience life in a different part of the world, in a different culture, and you will grow immensely as a person. If this video resonated with you, then please give it a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram so you can keep up to date with all of my adventures. And for now, see you on the next one. Bye!